Sup, my dudes? Valkyrja. With Mika coming out, a lot of people have started asking, is Genshin becoming more pay to win because of these 4-star supports that have really, really powerful C6s? A lot of people have a lot of issues with Mika that I want to talk about in a different video about why people hate Mika. There's a good number of people who don't like the way Mika's kit's designed, and I do want to discuss that in another video and discuss some things I've seen brought up. But I want to talk about, is Genshin becoming pay to win? And these kind of supports that they've been doing for quite a bit now, ever since Inazuma, really, they kind of all have the exact same thing but different elements, and they're kind of locked behind C6 to get the full potential out of them. You could say the same for virtually any unit in the game, but I want to talk about this specifically. So Kujo Sara with her C6 increases crit damage by 60%. Gara with his C6 increases crit damage by up to 40%. Farazan with her C6 increases crit damage by 40% to any Animo. You can see they're all elemental based. You have Electro, Geo, and Animo here. And then Mika is the C6 for physical. 60% physical damage from Mika. You guys all know. But the question is Genshin becoming pay to win? If we completely disregard floor 12, 36 starring floor 12 of the Abyss, if we just look past that and we look at the rest of the game, literally just this one singular activity that's meant for the top players, that is really, sometimes it can be hard. Like this Abyss with Wee Nut can be challenging unless you're Giga Whale, then I'm sure you can just blast Wee Nut, or if you have a really, really strong free-to-play team setup, you have some really strong characters all put together, just blast it, good single target damage, etc. There's lots of ways to actually beat it. It's not nearly as challenging as people think. It's just about what unit selection you have available to you, how built they are, artifacts on them, etc. But I'm digressing. Is the game becoming pay to win? I don't think so, because there has to be some sort of a challenge to overcome to call it pay to win. It does kind of stink that they're locking these full potential of these units behind C6. However, they have to entice people to spend somehow. And I'm going to be real with you. Outside of just wanting to see bigger number, there's really no reason to get strong units in the game, simply because there's no reason outside of 36 starring floor 12 of Abyss. That's it. That's the only reason you want strong units in this game, period. All these really pay-to-win C6s on all these 4-stars don't matter, because they just add more damage to your team that already does good enough damage to beat, I promise you, almost all of the game, except for potentially 36 starring the final floor of Abyss. So, I don't, like, if there was something challenging, I could agree with the argument that it would be kind of pay-to-win, but there's just nothing there outside of, once again, this one singular floor of Abyss, which is accomplishing all the stars of it. There's not really a single challenge in the game. I can't call a single activity, the ability to beat a single activity by swiping, pay to win. I can't call that. I mean, it's literally just one thing, and it's twice a month. You miss at most, what, like less than 2 wishes, less than 2 summons a month, not being able to do it. And I'm saying not being able to do it at all. If you can just do 33 stars, you can already, like, if you can 2-star each of the floors, you can get some of the Jimmies there. You can get some of the Primos. If you can 1-star each of the floor, you can get the Primos. And then you cut down your losses by a good bit there too. So it's not even like you're missing out on a ton. You're barely missing out on anything. So I'm not like a crazy Hoyo defender. I've called them out on stuff I don't like before. But this time, I'm going to have to defend them. I'm going to have to take their side and say, this game is not pay to win at all. It really isn't. I mean, I definitely can't call it pay to win whenever they're releasing units like Daya, right? Like, what company in their right mind is going to spend all the money producing a unit, going through all this hype train making, going through all these promo videos, all the money doing voice acting, recording, animating, etc., modeling, put it into the game, make it one of the worst 5-stars to ever release, see how low the sales are, and go, yep, power creep, pay to win. It's just, no. the biggest advocate, or the biggest like example of anything that could be pay to win would be Raiden Shogun with her C2 and how stupid strong it is. But at the same time, you don't need it. I mean, it's insanely strong. This is one of the strongest cons in the entire game. This thing's nuts, and it's at a Constellation 2, which makes it much more enticing to get because it looks actually achievable for a lot of people, so they might swipe for 1 or 2 5-stars to go ahead and accomplish that C2. That's why Raiden Shogun, anytime she comes out, it's on one of the highest selling banners ever. But whenever they do stuff like Dea, whenever the game is this easy, and it's more so a casual exploration-based experience rather than anything else, I cannot say it's pay to win. I just can't. I can't. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the matter. Maybe some people agree with me. Maybe some people disagree. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you guys take it easy this weekend. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.